emoji. There we go. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having an absolutely wonderful Christmas Eve, whether you celebrate or don't celebrate. Hope you had a wonderful day so far. I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a 360 at the moment, or 180, I guess is the more appropriate term. I thought it might be fun to build a holiday theme book. I don't know how far we'll get. I'm going to keep it pretty small. I do plan on putting it in the Taiga area, which is that mountainy range with some of the pine trees, in the hopes that we can get something a little Christmassy. Unfortunately, there's not snow, which is slightly upsetting, but it is what it is. I had ChatGPT give me some ideas for names, and I liked Holly Jolly Land, so I'm gonna go ahead and start Holly Jolly Land. I do want to play. Every time I've been doing a sandbox, I've kind of been doing it without the economy, without the power. I think it could be fun to try and do it with those things enabled. So I'm gonna go ahead and play in a park where everything is actually enabled. But I spent a little bit of time messing around with the settings, so I'm feeling a little better today, so we'll see how it goes. All right. My microphone cord is a pain in the... I need to fix that eventually. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete this out. How much money? Oh wait, hang on. I thought I picked that I have money. Excuse me, game. Power supplies on. Guest capacity is not. Staff pay is on. Player cash is off. Okay. So, looks like I have 50,000, which is a problem because actually, okay, that's not enough money. I messed around with a I was playing around trying to figure out how I could, as quickly as possible, or how I could get the coloring to change. And so I actually made a entrance, assuming I can find it. I'm gonna be real sad if I can't find it, because I spent a good chunk of time today doing some recoloring. Oh gosh, where is it? Sure, it was gonna stand out. Oh, okay. How do I find stuff I made? My creations. And scenery. I put it in here? I did. Okay. Oh, if I just do that, will it overwrite it? Oh, okay. Alright. Figuring things out. It'll be fine. No one will die. So, I built this. I'm pretty proud of. Well, okay, I recolored, I should say. I took a bunch of the Planet Coaster stuff and I did a little bit of recoloring for Christmassy colors. Alright. Now, I have power turned on, which means I have to actually do power, which I haven't run power in a while. Don't you I think I'm gonna do solar power, but I'm gonna make my own. Oof, really really glad that I went ahead and toggled off the money. These solar panels are $40,000 each. That's kind of crazy. How much power output do we currently have with that setup? We have 300 power. For the little park that I'd like to build, I think 300 power should be about right, so hopefully that will be fine. I am on the fence about whether I'm going to keep these, the green path versus changing the color. So we'll see how I'm feeling, but it's easy enough to change the color if desired. I do like a little bit of a plaza area when you enter. I think that's cute personally. So make a relatively large plaza that'll head this way. Do want to change everything to match with this lovely red-green color scheme I've got going on. I'm gonna do that. Do need to make sure we've got a bit of a path for the employees. So I have that kind of paths back here. I want to leave enough space to... I want to make sure that there's enough space to do some scenery. Because in theory, I don't like it. Is there really only one kind of staff path that I can do? Alright, well, it's gonna be the red brick road now, because that's what I decided. Oh, that's bright. Oh, that's really bright. Okay, maybe it's not gonna be the red brick road. Oh, my eyeballs. I regret everything. I didn't use the darkest red. Is it just as bad? Okay, that's slightly less eyeball murdering. I probably should do green instead of red. Fine, green instead of red. Green instead of red. We got this. There we go. Okay. Do green instead of red. Do want to make sure that we're giving... These need a path. Otherwise they can't service them, which is, I guess, understandable, admittedly. I'm also going to see if I can figure out how to select the building and edit the building, potentially. I don't know if it's possible to... I don't know if I can add more solar panels without adding extra path. When I was trying to play the... just story mode earlier in the day. Not earlier today. Oh my gosh, can we stop that? I was trying to play the story mode. It was basically, if that's not connected, it's not usable. Which is a little frustrating, actually. Like, why can't I make just, like, a mega solar plant? It's 300. This should also be 300, I think. Maybe it's a max of 300? A little confused by the power mechanics. It's not overly well explained in my personal opinion, but it's okay. We are gonna place down a staff shell. I did a color change on this cute little guy. I thought turned out pretty okay. It took me a little bit. I've been kind of reminding myself how some of the mechanics worked with regards to building, but I was able to actually do color changes, so that was pretty cool. And then I've also found I want to do snow. Unfortunately, the game as is does not have snow as an option. There's been some theories online about why they did. I think a lot of people were expecting that there was going to be some DLC that would come out. Unfortunately, so far it does not appear there has been any DLC. So, we are stuck with what we've got. And what we have is, unfortunately, no snow. But I saw a really creative way to go ahead and make your own snow. So we will add some snow. I unfortunately live in an area where I was really hoping we would get some snow and would have a white Christmas, but we will not be getting a white Christmas this year. So hopefully we can maybe make me happy by having some snow, even if that snow is only in the game. I do think it's actually pretty funny while I'm placing all of these different trees. So if you look at the scenery rating for those power plants that I had to put down, since I've decided to have power on, they have like a negative 10,000 to the power, or to your scenery rating, which is pretty crazy actually. Alright, got a couple little trees down. We've got a facility. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place down food, drink, and some gift shops. Because you can't have a Christmas themed island without gift shops, right? Made this double shop. It's not perfect, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. I think all in all it turned out pretty okay, considering some of the limitations I'm working with. For facilities, I am thinking that we need, let's see, we definitely need to do cafe for the cafe place, not milkshakes, not the sodas, the latte love. Latte love for some reason says like hot cocoa as well to me, so I think latte love definitely needs to be our forerunner for our drink location. And then let's see, what should we do for food? Chief beef, gelatos, sushi, hot dogs, pizza pen, or vegan. I'm gonna go, I know it's not food, but I feel like gelato is actually pretty good. Alright, oh, not what I wanted. Does this not have the signage in here as well? Am I gonna have to go dig out the signage? That's frustrating. I didn't want to take time building out a bunch of shops that I wasn't sure which ones I would use, and now I have regret. It's fine. No one's gonna die. Park scene, statue centerpieces. because I'm not under create custom. There it is. Signs and advertising. Theme signs. So I think it's under theme signs. Not theme signs. Facility signs. Also, no. What the heckity heck? Oh, shop signs. Haha. I'm smart. Alright. SMRT smart. Let's see. Those are supposed to be cosmic cows. Which gelato bro sign do we like the most? Guess there's not a ton of options. Ooh. Is that how you're gonna? Oh, I need to align it to surface. I was like, really? Oh, that's massive. Ooh. I guess they did warn me it was large, but goodness. Are you less? Oh, now you're tiny. Are you serious? Okay. One, you know, takes up the whole frickin' pay or the whole shop. And then the other is like, I'm tiny. Alright. Do a little. Doesn't quite fit with the color theme, but I don't think you can even change those. So we're just gonna go with it. Not sushi. Is there a little floor sign for the gelatos? Oh, yes, there is. Please don't stick like that. Thank you. I imagine this is sort of like a menu sign almost. And we're going to stick it. It's going to end up being on the pathway, but that's okay. Nope, you're another ginormous sign. No, thank you. Okay, that's not terribly large. Definitely could be worse. So, I'm gonna do this little guy here. And then we'll put down its swinging sign next to the gelato sign. Next to the gelato sign, thank you. Let's put them up front. Oh my gosh, can we stop that? I'm always amused with some of these items where like it tries so hard to put like everything. Okay, that's not gonna work the way I wanted it to. That's okay. The snap to surface is just funny sometimes is all. It'll, you know, try to just chill out on the building itself. Alright. Hot cocoa and ice cream as the first official food shops. To decide. Okay, definitely gonna have to place a power plant, but that's okay. That's not gonna be a problem. I think it should be they turn. But I am actually going to adjust the path. Specifically because I think there's too much space on that side. So I'm going to delete out these ones. And then instead of having it continue so far, I'm going to move this guy. And now it'll be sort of as you come in. And we'll do a path probably going around the shop. But there'll be that. And then we'll do we need to do a facility again. Because we need a guest services. Can't run a shop without guest services. I do want to try, I know it's a little silly, but I think it would be kind of fun to put in pools. If I can figure out how to do some themed pools, I think that could be pretty cute. So, give that a try. Guest services should fit nicely in here. Guest services? Guest services. Wonderful. I know why you can't change the colors of the inner buildings, but I can still be slightly miffed that I can't change the innards of the buildings. How badly is that clipping? Oh, not at all. Perfect. Alright, we have a guest services, we have some food. We do need toiletry areas for our people. Silly toilets. Got a gelato and a latte place. I think we're gonna need sort of a pretty big centerpiece. Did not come up with a centerpiece, but I think we can maybe take I don't know if I like that. Colors can be fixed. Oh, that would fit almost perfectly between those buildings if I want to draw, if we want to take a path back here. I tentatively place that down like over there. Oh, that's not what I think it is. I grabbed that so many times when it's supposed to go like over a coaster. I'm on the fence about what I want to do. That's cute. Actually like that a lot. Well, in the meantime, while I think on what I want to do, I'm gonna get out the path extras. Gonna do, I think some benches will be nice. And then we can change the colors of the picnic benches. So that is customizable, which is lovely. Change some of the colors on that. I'm gonna see. Don't know what happens if I snap the umbrella in snap position. Thank you. I don't know if I snap the umbrella in, if I try and move it, if it'll move it as a whole. Nah, it looks like it won't. That's okay. Alright. See, the blue's just a little bit on the side. The red is really dark and almost non-visible. And I wonder, can I change? Oh, that's painful on the eyes. That's slightly less painful. Is there a third color? No, there's not. Interesting. That's super strange. Ah, there's the edges. Okay. I think if we do the edges as maybe like a darker green, and then we can also replace the stone with a darker green. Really channel the... Oh my goodness. Apologize, my stream keeps switching to the wrong category. And I don't know why. And a coaster too. That is what we're playing, not Animal Crossing. Can you stop doing that? That's super strange. Need to check my settings for everything. That's so odd. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Did it when I was streaming yesterday, and now it's doing it again. I hate technology sometimes. Alright. With the green path, I think I definitely need to lean a lot more heavily into the red. In fact, I don't actually like how the tables look with the green sides like that, so I'm gonna change the green sides back. I will let... no, I won't. Alright, we're not gonna change that color. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're gonna go ahead and reset these greens back to the gray that they were. There's just too much green on green action going on. I am going to leave the little green sides because they looked slightly abhorrent when they were gray. So, alright. I'm going to call that good. I'm going to do a duplication. I've never really seen the food and beverage places get much of a line, so I don't think I really need to worry too much about that. I think we're going to start with just the 2 tables for now. Okay. And this path needs to get changed. It's too much. I set it when I didn't have a lot of decorations, and I thought it would be fine. But I am very much wrong. I am absolutely always willing to admit when I have made a terrible mistake. And oh gosh, I think that's worse. Definitely worse. Definitely worse. Okay, not green. I think I just need to accept. What if I go white? Let's see how a white looks. If I do white / off-white, okay, that's very gray. Channeling very gray energy there. Alright, what about white? That's super, like, blinding. Eek. I need one that'll let me change the color. And unfortunately, a lot of these don't appear to let me change the color. Wait, what is going on? Okay, no, wait, maybe I can change the color. Okay, hang on. The swirlies. Does it make us all want to claw out our eyeballs if I go with the darker red? Okay, what about gray? That's not very gray. Truthfully though, the pinkish kind of undertones I don't hate. Let me go like midday. Okay, now I do hate it. Black, like my soul. Black like the coal you're gonna get if you're not a good little boy or girl. What is going on with this path up here? It's super strange. I don't know why there's like fencing on this one piece of path. Is it weird that I don't actually hate it? That I kind of like the black? I might keep the black for a bit and see. It'll let me use more of like the greens. Like I can definitely update these umbrellas. And we can do kind of like a darker green on those now. So we can use a little bit more of the green if we go with the darker path, because then we're not having a million different conflicting colors of green. So let's go with that for now. I do want to go find the shop signs. Actually, it's going to be a facility sign. I want to find the little I for information. I know it doesn't actually matter, but sometimes we do the things that make me happy, and not the things that are actually necessary for anything to function. I'm going to actually leave that gray. No, I'm not. I think I'm going to change the color. I'm guessing it's the darkest gray here. Yep. Okay. No, I want the green. I want red. I think red's better. All right. So we've got ice cream, we've got coffee, we have an information shop. Everything is currently powered, which is marvelous. Our staff will have a facility where they can do facility things. I'm good with words. Just accept it. All right. Next thing, let's do a flat ride. I want to, somehow I always start with the teacups, and I want to avoid starting with the teacups like I always tend to do. This guy is super cool, but also very not holiday themed. I could try and make Poseidon white, and then that could be Santa. Just kidding. I'm not gonna make a white Poseidon. Trying to remember what options we even have for Planet Coaster. It could be a fun as you come in attraction. Where's the exit? That's the exit, that's the entrance. So the first thing that actually needs to happen is it needs a little bit of a rebrand. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna change all the colors on the ride. I'm actually pretty upset. I was looking and trying to find out if there's any like preloaded Christmas music. It does not appear there is any preloaded Christmas music, so that's slightly unfortunate, but that's okay. No one is going to die. I think the carriages should be red. Like a sleigh. And then the frame will be, let's go darker. Not full black. Does that even happen? It's the hardest part sometimes about changing these things, is sometimes you change it and it's like, did it change though? Interesting. Okay, so that's happening on the floor, so I'm definitely gonna keep that as dark. Okay, let's see. This is where we can kind of dip back into the red. I'm assuming this is going to be at like the tippy top. Okay. Oof. Sometimes things cooperate. Okay. I'm good with the red to white. Now we have to figure out what all did not change color, which is the hardest part, but that's okay. We got this. All right, we're gonna come in here, and now it's time to edit the ride. Excuse me. I would like to edit the ride. And then, looks like we've got all of these little zigzaggy guys. Oh, are they all connected? Oh, if they're all connected, this is gonna be absolutely marvelous for how quickly this color change is gonna happen. Beautiful. Oh, that's like the best news I've had all day. I think I like that. Alright. That was less painful than I expected. These, however, I expect are going to be painful. I wasn't able to fully decide if it's better to just try and build these things yourself, or if it's okay to do the color changes. Oh, are these going to be that hard to grab? Okay, we're going to have to do this the slightly creative way. Oh, weird. All of the hedges disappeared when I did that. That's super peculiar. Grab it? No. Not the box. Come on. I think you have to grab it by the little guy that's in here. Alright, new plan. We're gonna scoot this just... Really? That's not even the thing I wanted to grab. That's super interesting. You see how they're all moving like that? Interesting. I wonder how they did that. Okay. Alright. Colors. Let's go with our green and our red. This we're gonna make white. That's kind of already a greenish color, but I think I want to go with something a little bit more. This plus side, they all move together. Genuinely have no idea how that happens. I'm gonna have to do some research, it would appear. Okay, bury them back like that. And then while we've got all of these selected, this ride is definitely channeling a lot of red, so I'm gonna continue to kind of do that red channeling. Alright, now question is, when I grab these, is this gonna let me? No, it's not gonna do them all at once. Okay, that's fine. These won't be too bad, there's only a handful of them. Alright. I keep it consistent with the same red stripe. No, I want this guy. Oh my goodness. Oh sweet, are those all connected again? Wonderful. Beautiful. Okay, lights are not all connected. I think you're gonna see throughout this build, I'm gonna probably end up using predominantly red, just because the green is gonna be really easy to incorporate with like bushes and things. But the red is gonna be harder to naturally sort of incorporate. So I think it's gonna make sense to go for a pretty like red forward park. And I haven't shown you guys what I have for shenanigans with regards to the I haven't shown you what I've come up with regards to the colors. Okay, I'm really confused. I swear I keep grabbing these. Alright, we're gonna see what changes and what doesn't. Okay, changed. Super odd. Usually they're like highlighted when you've selected them, and they just weren't this time. Alright, I don't love how that yellow is going, so I'm gonna change it to kind of a softer white color. Alright, that's the center done. It's actually pretty cute. Let's get out I was able to plug a mouse and keyboard into my PlayStation. When I was messing with the colors earlier, I found it was giving me difficulty. So okay. Oh, I was gonna get out the snow. Snow is a term to be used loosely. So you can't, the game doesn't have snow, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. However, you can take these moss patches, and when they're recolored like this, they look like snow. Interesting. Why would you let me? Oh, they're all separate. Okay, cool. Oh, don't do that. Excuse me. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, it would appear we're not going to necessarily get snow on the ride yet. Alright. We aren't quite done with the rebrand. I am going to basically leave all of these alone. I'm not going to recolor all the flowers. The one big thing I'm going to do is I think this definitely needs to get recolored to that red. We'll do it to his neighbor. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you have had a wonderful Christmas Eve so far. Back clipping. It's really interesting. I tend to be very particular when I'm building things, and I don't want it to like hang, and then I look at some of the prefab stuff sometimes and I'm like, apparently I am too much of a perfectionist at times. Alright. I think we're just gonna get a green track though. If it cooperates. It was doing this to me earlier where I'd click on an item, I'd try to change the color, and then it doesn't actually change. And the only way to fix it is to go entirely out of the ride and do it again. There we go. Technology is silly sometimes. Alright. Very cool. I do not have any kiddos myself, but I know a lot of people who do the movie and small you know, movie and like a gift of pajamas or whatever with the kiddos for the night. Planet Coaster 2 was a purchase hubby made for me. So I don't think it technically counted as a Christmas present. We're gonna pretend it didn't. Questions up in the air as to whether he decides to claim it was part of my Christmas present or not. Did you get Planet Coaster 2 on the console or on the PC? No, I don't want that. Excuse me. I have it on the console, and there's definitely I played the original Planet Coaster on both. And at the time, the nice thing about the console compared to the PC is the console had a lot more of prefab stuff. And so it was kind of nice because I was able to just drop things. But in the original Planet Coaster, I was really struggling. Oh my gosh, I want to grab this. Can you please? On the PC, there was less like prefab stuff. And so I was getting really frustrated when I was just trying to, you know, play things. But now I'm trying to actually build things dramatically. And I kind of regret having it on the console. But that's okay. No one has died yet. I haven't, you know, dramatically killed anyone, so I'm gonna call that a win. That's not where I thought you were gonna be. Fair enough, fair enough. Building objects is hard enough on the PC. My hubby is a platinum chaser, and so usually what we do is I will get like games like Planet Coaster, we'll buy, and then I play it under his profile so he can get the platinums. And so that's kind of our compromise, is that I get expensive games because it means he gets platinums under his profile, and I get the fun of playing because I do enjoy playing the just about any simulation game, and I'm usually down. So, but I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a holiday theme stream. He keeps telling me I need to stream tomorrow on Christmas, so we'll see. It's just the two of us. We moved out of state away from family, so I don't have familial obligations, at least, so it's a little bit easier to make justifications sometimes. No! Oh, I hate life. Mistakes were made. Alright, fine. It's easier this way. That is not the red I want. That's the red I want. I did connect my mouse and a keyboard in the hopes that maybe with some of the more finicky things it'll be a little easier if I have the mouse and keyboard, but we'll see. The mouse has a really weird lag on it to the console, which was unexpected, is what I will say. I sort of had assumed that I wouldn't have issues, and I don't know if it's the mouse. The mouse is relatively janky. It's not really the world's most expensive mouse or anything. So But who knows, maybe I'll have gotten some Christmas money and I can justify buying this on the PC instead. I haven't played as much of the story mode as I had originally planned to. I got partly through, and then I got to the level where they have you revamp the the planetonium, or the ancient coaster builders. They have you revamp their stuff, and I had just sort of placed stuff willy-nilly because normally you can in those earlier levels, and then it was a absolute mistake that things were placed incredibly willy-nilly, and I ended up getting annoyed at the game, and so I put it down for a little bit. I want this to be centered on the entrance, I think, so I'm going to do about there. Yes, thank you, Planet Coaster. The ride is not accessible. I didn't know, so, you know. Your feedback is incredibly helpful. Well, those are all going to move individually because of how I put them down. Alright. Add a little bit of snow if it cooperates, courtesy of some cute little moss decals. Still can't believe there's not snow in this game. I wanted to make my... I haven't played career myself. Real life dark ride. That sounds fun. I jumped into Sandbox to start. And then you don't get a ton of trophies by playing Sandbox. Most of the PlayStation trophies are really about, you know, playing the career mode and finishing everything in the career mode. So I switched to playing that for a bit. I find the benefit of career mode for me is when there's new mechanics to the game. I think career mode can be pretty helpful in the context of like learning what the new mechanics are and what they're sort of expecting from you. And so I had started playing career mode because the power system has me a little befuddled. Specifically with how you're, like, you can't really build giant power plants, it seems. At least I haven't been able to successfully build large power plants without it giving me trouble. And so I thought maybe if I played the career mode, there would be some sort of tutorial with regards to the power mechanics. So far, no. I think I'm on chapter 2. So I think the career mode isn't going to really cover that. I should have remembered from the first game that the career mode wasn't overly helpful, frankly. Gonna make all of these as large as possible because they are pretty tiny, and for the application I would like to use them, I think bigger is better. Might be a little bit of a safety hazard, but that's okay. You know, I probably have enough insurance, it'll be fine. Yep, just a little salt. It'll be fine. Salt fixes everything in the winter. Just saying. I'm gonna put it right under this dude's feet. It looks like they're trying to leave my park. Excuse me. I have nothing in my park when I had it last playing, and you are going to leave? Monsters. No, I don't want to attach it. Just want to stick it down like here. Thank you. Guess I should probably build a queue and actually reopen the park. I'm always on the fence when I'm doing the parks as to whether I should do a ticket entry price or a price per ride. I haven't decided which is best. I have noticed that when you don't have a ticket price, you get some pretty solid prices for what bargains are, which I think is hilarious, actually. I would just like to demolish the path, please and thank you. Alright, let's try this again. One of these days... Price per attraction is more of like a state fair type thing, for sure. Where you're kind of paying on a price per attraction basis. Though at a lot of state fairs, there's also... a lot of times there's a price to enter. There's a ticket price to enter as well. So I did the price per attraction because I was really curious what the bargain prices were. And some of the bargain prices are actually completely insane. Like, no one's going to pay that. There's one of the flumes. If you have the ticket price set at 0 and you do a price per attraction, the ticket price for that one flume is like $38 when your park is just like abysmal and stupid, which makes 0 sense at all. I choose to not figure out the logic of this game. Wow, that queue was absolutely terrible. All right, I think we're gonna go 0 entry ticket price. Then people will spend more money. No ticket price to enter, but this is going to be considered a bargain price. That one stayed pretty consistent, so that one's not terrible. I can't live with that queue at all. Oh goodness, why is my demolition brush so large? It's too small. Oh, yeah. The toilets are 90 cents when you initially place them. Which is hilarious. I don't know why the toilets aren't at least free. As a baseline. I could understand, I know, you know, with how some people like to play the game, you know, I know it makes sense to allow for the, I know it makes sense to kind of allow for people to set prices if they so choose. But yes, the fact that the baseline for the toilets is 90 cents to use them, I thought was absolutely hilarious. I immediately fix that normally when I'm thinking about it. Which, you know, up for debate as to whether I actually think about it or not. Okay. Doing really well with controls right now. It's fine. Maybe... Oh, new plan. Alright. I got this. Instead of doing a weird curved queue around the entirety of the park, let's just do one of these. Okay. Send that out. Okay, now I don't have to figure out how to like curve around this stupid ride. Trying to get spokes in a bike wheel. Oof. Spokes is definitely the right word, and I do not envy you. If I ever have a kiddo, I will only purchase pre-assembled bikes. I got my hubby a bike for his birthday, I think, a couple of years ago. And I didn't even have to fully assemble the thing. Like, it was partially assembled when I got it. And it was the worst nightmare to put together. I will never again build a bike. Not if I can avoid it. Excuse me. I would like to delete this path, please. No? You're not going to let me? Alright, cool. I guess that path is just permanently there. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's working wonderfully. Come on. We can do this. Thank you. You should complain to Frontier about, you know, inappropriately. They should have thought about your needs, and, you know, it's on them for not thinking about your needs better. Oh, it has no power. Every time I have played in a sandbox with the power on, I have had immediate regret. But I know I need to work on it because that's like one of the new mechanics they added, which is a cute mechanic to have. I can't really complain about the existence of a power mechanic. I played the Jurassic World Evolutions, and those ones had a power mechanic. Now, the power mechanic in that game existed less just as an extra constraint and more so that dinosaurs can break out and eat your guests. Because, you know, if you can't have power failures, then you can't have... if you can't have power failures, then you can't really have the fun of Jurassic Park, where dinos eat your visitors if you're not careful. I played it for the platinum for the most part, but it was actually a pretty fun game, all in all. I enjoyed my time that I spent playing it. It was a little finicky about stuff, but it was actually kind of fun. I enjoyed being able to like breed out the dinos and all of that stuff. So that was definitely the fun part about Jurassic Park Evolutions. So I think there were 2, and I did play the second one as well, if I'm not completely making stuff up. I really enjoy Park Builders. We actually got the original Planet Coaster 2 game was a Christmas present from a friend, and it was a gift to both my hubby and I. It's lovely. Goodbye. Sorry, I keep having people come in and spam stupid stuff into chat. We got Planet Coaster, the original Planet Coaster, as a Christmas present from a friend because my hubby was like, "You're gonna like this game, so I'm gonna have our friend buy it for us, and then you can play it." Yes, stupid trolls. Oh. I play Pokemon Go, and it is double transfer candy, and I am supposed to transfer the 3,000 Pokemon I have in my graveyard now. Okay, so I can put this somewhat on the ride if I'm being creative. Alright, Pokemon Graveyard. Select them all. Transfer. Boop. I think that's the most Pokemon I've ever transferred at once. I literally just transferred 3,030 Pokemon. Alright. No one wants to ride the ride? What the heck? It's open. Oh, it's not open. Good job. 10 out of 10. I'm really good at this game. Alright. Got shops. We've got a part, or we've got a ride. I think we probably need another ride for these guys. Am I feeling brave enough to color this Ferris wheel myself? I really like this Ferris wheel. The wavy flags are super cute. I like the wavy flags a ton. That was actually partially why I selected the park into like entrance area that I found, was because it's got the fun like wavy flags up at the front. Putting that sign on there took forever, but I made it work. Yes, thank you, game. The big wheel has no entrance. I didn't know. I'm really glad you informed me of these things. Alright. Let's see, what color are we going to make these carriages? Plus side, because I picked a color theme, I know what colors I'm going for. I just need to make sure they're not eye-poppingly terrible. That changed. It's really interesting how some of the some of the colors just, like, once you put them down are just, your eyes are going to die because of proximity. I'm gonna go green and white for the frame. White, gray, same difference. It's the center. I go white from blue, then I can do like a green for that center spoke. What the heck? See, like, that's supposed to be red. It looks like brown. I don't get why it does that sometimes. This park is actually my husband's nightmare, specifically because my hubby is red-green colorblind. So to him, I'm just decorating with one color. Why? There's no snap distance on. What is going on? Christmas is his favorite but also least favorite time of year because of red-green colorblind. So there's a lot of time spent being like, actually that's red, that's green. So I'll give you your path back in a moment. I promise. It'll be fine. You didn't pay any money to enter my park, so you can't be mad at the path disappearing from under your feet. Alright, I'm gonna do... Come on. I think the entrance I want over here. No. Okay, I guess I'm limited on where the entrance can be. Interesting. Is that centered? Yes. Are you going to cooperate? I figured out with this ride, you have to make the queue super long. Like I was shocked at how long of a queue you need for this giant Ferris wheel. If you have a short queue, it'll just, oh my gosh, can we not? It will empty the entire queue to fill up the Ferris wheel, which I thought was super interesting. Oh, we're not connecting. I'm just gonna tease you with the possibility of coming out. But really, we're not done snaking. Okay. That is a Ferris wheel. We will open it. Okay, so $2.04 is the custom price. And the bargain is $2.11. Alright, that's not terrible. Oh, I guess I need an exit line. Psh. You can just get on the ride and never get off. It'll be fine. It's for your health. You just have to keep paying $2 over and over and over again. You don't actually get to get off ever. That's so crazy. Look at how many people are just like standing in a mass of people. I don't know either. I don't know why either. It's improved from the previous game. The straight paths in particular are a significant improvement. I remember getting so frustrating when I was playing the original Planet Coaster because for the life of me, I could not get straight lines and I was being driven bonkers by it. So I appreciate that straight lines are at least a little bit easier now. But, you know, developers of games only go so far a lot of times. Sometimes we're just, you know, they know we're at their whims. And I think they take advantage of that. Alright. I am not in the mood to decorate that ride, so we're just gonna keep going. I think I'm gonna put a bunch of rides down and just get the colors the way I want them to be. And then maybe I'll add foliage later. I do feel like I should probably add another set of food places though. Can't remember. I remember when I was playing Planet Coaster the last time, I got pretty good at like consistently knowing what I needed around rides. Yay! You only need a saddle. Well, you know, hopefully the saddle will go a little bit easier. Hopefully there will be an okay piece that you can find to use as a saddle. And then I'm assuming that's, you know, the first of many buildings. Or decorations, probably. Just delete it. Perfect. I would like to delete the shop, please, and thank you. Oh no! You need handlebars too. That's unfortunate. Let's see, I think this shop is gonna get burgers. I'm really curious if it actually matters what shops you put down. I haven't actually figured out if they care. Do they have to have variety, or is variety just more for the sake of us? Burgers and soda. Gonna grab some props. That's not the shop signs. There's the shop signs. Alright. This is the small one? Yes, this is the small one. What are you doing? Pretty sure this is where I put the burgers. I hope that's the burger shop. If it's not, then that's fine. That's where we're at in life. Soda. Almost cooperate? Oh man. It's almost cooperating with me. I feel like I need to get a little fancy with this one. We're gonna put it on an angle. Look at that. Getting a little fancy. Alright, that is a building. Some extra stuff. Have I put down restrooms? I have not put down restrooms. Do I need to worry about restrooms? I wanted all of the guest needs and moods and preferences to be on. Okay, they are absolutely on. Okay. I tried to start with money because I actually wanted to try and force myself to, you know, make money at this park, and then it made unlimited money, and then when I tried to set it to like 200,000 monies, it gave me 50,000 monies, but my entrance piece that I spent a bunch of time recoloring earlier today was like 30,000 monies, so I was not going to actually stick with that because no. The bathroom shell. Is a bathroom a service? Bathroom is a service. Toilets, toilets, toilets. Where are the toilets? Definitely need these to not be blue. It's red look. I think we're gonna channel some green. Okay. Probably a working bathroom. It's closed because there's no path. It's like, oh, goodness gracious. Here we go. We can do this. Oh, I need to put down trash cans. That would be helpful. No. Stop it. I'm really good at being the queen of ADHD, and I start things and then I don't finish them, and then I get confused why things are not working the way I want them to. Oh, do you already have a red band? Beautiful. Don't even have to put a red band on these guys. They come pre-banded. Guess I should probably hire a couple of staff as well. Got a burger. I wonder if there's any customizability to any of this stuff. I haven't actually ever looked before, I don't think. one mechanic per ride. That seems like a good ratio of staff, right? Okay. I want to see. My staff are looking for work for a long period of time. What? That's crazy. Color me shocked. Probably need some benches for people. This guy is green. As the dark, is the brighter red? Probably this red. This will do the dark. Then we have a Christmas bunch. No. It better not do that every stinking time. Okay. It's about to be real miffed at this game. Oh my goodness. There are so many people trying to get on this silly ride. They're all just like patiently standing there. Apparently no one likes the Ferris wheel. Oh, it's probably because there's no scenery on the Ferris wheel. It's fine. I'll figure it out eventually. These people just throwing their trash everywhere. Fine, I'll make this queue longer. I guess I could do like a priority queue as well. I don't know that that would actually help with my problems. I haven't actually done priority queues in the new games yet, in this new game yet. Also not entirely sure why that's doing what it's doing, and I don't know why there's a fence on this one little piece. But I'm also terrified if I try to bulldoze it, it's going to cause me a ton of issues. It's not the worst. It is kind of terrible, but that's okay. I'll just have to fill it all in instead of leaving it. Yeah, absolutely. With your first piece of scenery. Alright, good enough. I'm gonna have to just cut my losses up there. No, it's not your first? Well, that's good at least. I wasn't sure how long you've been working on your park. I keep wanting to call them islands because I have been playing a lot of Animal Crossing lately. So my brain thinks everything is an island and not a park. Super logical. Why did the one stand up like that and then this one is going through the curb? That literally makes 0 sense, Planet Coaster. That's so confusing, game. Perfect. Oh, interesting. Oh, well, thanks. Let's see. Let me finish placing my lanterns and then I'll look it up. So how much progress have you made on your park? Have you been working on it for a while, or is this, are you a couple of days in? It's of vital importance. 3 scenery points courtesy of lanterns. I haven't started building parks yet, just scenery. Nice. When I played Planet Coaster, the original one, I definitely had a lot of just using prefab stuff, and this is one of the first times I've really sort of tried to build my own stuff, and it's been something. Oh, sorry about that. Hmm. See if that cooperates. Interesting. Let's try this. Did I type that right? No. I'll try that next if this doesn't cooperate. Nope. Alright. Technology. Farthing. We'll see how many things show up when I search bike. If nothing shows up, then apparently... Oh, there it is. That's super cute. That turned out really good. I'm not sure. It could be because maybe it's console? Maybe it didn't save? Oh wow, you've built a ton of stuff. Advent calendar driving home. You have built some super creative stuff. That's a ton of fun. It's super crazy what some people have been able to build. I did I was pretty proud of I made a water rapids ride. Well, I didn't make a water rapids. I decorated a water rapids. I thought it turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with how everything looked. Maybe I'll place it here for funsies. Can come and not block a queue line, please and thank you. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. It took way too much time, but given it was my first real dabbling into trying to build stuff, I was pretty happy with what I was able to accomplish at least. I just used the base rapids, if I'm being completely honest. I decorated the rapids. I definitely want to work on building coasters. I've done it a couple of times with some varying degrees of success. Yeah, it's a lot to try and do the building anything in general. I think is really challenging. There's a lot of just room for frustrations. Every time I try to build a coaster, I just get annoyed because I want there to be all of the flips, and then the G-forces are too high, and it's like, no, this is not a valid coaster. And I'm like, but what if I want it to be a valid coaster? Please and thank you. I want to kill people with insane G-forces. Just let me do it. Thank you. People don't need to be alive in my park. There we go. But that stupid generator. Plus side, there's lots of scenery I can just hide this inside of. Don't actually know if that'll work or not. Can I just shove this inside of a rock? It would appear that is a yes. Yes, I can just shove it inside of a rock. That's totally reasonable. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. Okay, well, it's just gonna stick out like that now. I actually spent a bit of time today sort of working on trying to build a coaster, and failing mostly. There was definitely a lot of failing going on with regards to trying to build something, but part of it is definitely the console controls are not ideal when it comes to coaster building, in my personal opinion. That's not what I wanted. I don't even know what that was supposed to be. Okay. It's one. We can do it. Okay. Yeah, they'll the descriptions in your personal versus the one you upload are different, which is, you know, a little silly, but it is what it is. Now the question is, when I saved it, will this let me put it down? I don't think I've ever actually downloaded anything from Frontier's Workshop. It says I downloaded said creation. Oh, there it is. I'm curious. If I mess with your coloring a little bit, question is, can I mess with your coloring without wanting to murder myself? Nope. There we go. Now there's a little bike outside of the giant spinning monstrosity. I don't think I could ride on something like this. I love rides. It spins, so I have motion sickness. But I don't know if I could bring myself to ride on a swing that went this high up in the air, because that is so high up. Yeah, I really like, let's see, I know there's a version of it in this game. It is, I think it's a tower. I really enjoy the like resurgence type rides, where it's just like a tower that just takes you up and then you go plummeting down. These are some of my favorite rides, but I don't know if I could do how tall that ride is in the swinging. Stop it. I'll need to move a bench, but that's okay. I can move a bench. I also need to recolor this path back from the black. I think this is the style of ride that I can actually still go on. I inherited very bad motion sickness from my mother. So when it comes to like rides, as much as I love rides, I can't do them anymore. So don't want the railing on. And I would really like this piece of path to finally cooperate with me. Maybe that's straight. I think that's as straight as she's gonna be. I don't even have to really recolor this one. This one's already kind of got Christmassy vibes with the reds and the greens. Though I might change it to a little bit more pinky. Or a little bit more red from the pinks that it appears to be. Alright. Yeah, those are a little bit more purple than red. And now, easy peasy. It's already Christmassy. I love these rides so much. Like, these are where it's at for me. Just go up and then they drop you up and down. Those are the best. I think I can still almost do those rides. I went with my boyfriend at the time, and I took him to Six Flags for like the first time he had ever been to Six Flags. And we had to change plans because I got sick. So that was incredibly unfortunate. And I was so excited. It was the first time I had gone to a theme park in a while, and then I just ended up getting super sick. Because motion sickness, and that's when I found out that I inherited my mother's motion sickness. We did have a Six Flags in the Netherlands, but it got rebranded. I had only been to Six Flags. I've only been to Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is the one in California. But it was enjoyable. I really enjoyed that park. We went to it a lot when I was a kid. I grew up in Phoenix, but we would drive to. I grew up in Arizona, but we would drive over to California on a semi-regular basis. So, did I not finish opening this ride? I totally didn't finish opening this ride. What is the bargain price for my ride? $18.28. That's a reasonable price to pay for one single ride. I don't know why anyone would be upset at that pricing. I think the pricing at $18 is totally reasonable. I don't know why no one's coming over here for a ride. Excuse me, what happened? Oh, that's everyone leaving. Queen Splash does want to go. Yeah, she's over here like, hey, wait, no, let me on. Though I think she was the one who was complaining about having no one to entertain. Maybe you have no one to entertain because you literally walked away from the center of the park. I'm just saying. You know, you may have made terrible life decisions. You can't really blame that on me. Alright, we're gonna have a bathroom right when they get off. And then I think we're gonna do more coffee and gelato. Because I really like the idea of coffee and gelato, aka hot cocoa and ice cream, being the options in a little wintry park. Okay, has the litter problem mostly been resolved? It would appear. That's good. I need more snow. This park has nowhere near enough snow. I still was very sad. I can't get over the fact that there's no, like, snowy option in this game. Even if it was just terrain paint and it didn't snow. The fact that I can't add snow to my, like, have snow instead of grass makes me very sad. I even looked, because I was looking on the internet and people were theorizing that it had to do with they were planning on releasing a DLC, but there's not any like holiday DLC. So just gonna have to live with fake moss snow. Truthfully, this is more what the snow looks like where I'm at right now anyways, so I can't really complain that much. I was hoping for a white Christmas. I did not get a white Christmas this year. I think that's probably why I'm the most upset that I couldn't actually have snow in this park, is because I was like, well, I can't have a white Christmas, but I can have snow in my park. But in actuality, I can't. Why does it do that sometimes? I'm sure part of it has to do with, like, I'm not using this item as intended. But I don't know why it sometimes clips certain... The weather system is useless. The weather system would be purely for cosmetic reasons. I am never against stuff that exists purely for cosmetic reasons. I am always down for cosmetic shenanigans. Hence placing fake snow decals out of moss. No, I don't want to add it to the archway. I wonder if anyone's done a comparison between whatever gibberish these guys are speaking and Simlish. I feel like there may be some overlap. Listening to them talking is giving me Sims vibes, which I'm not mad about. No, stop it. Just need to turn off stick to surface. the amount of these decals that I would have to place if I wanted to actually make it look like there was snow all over the grass is slightly terrifying. This is as large as the decals go. Which means if I wanted to try and cover all of the ground with snow, I would be in for so much. Okay, can I fix this? If I move it here, it does that weird clipping. If I just nudge it ever so slightly off the ground, how much does that float? I don't think that floats like at all. Perfect. Just gonna... We need snow. Alright, I need snow. It's debatable whether we need snow. I feel like in order to make a full winter wonderland, so when I was making that River Rapids rides I put down, there's a water shape item that is basically just like a brick of water, and I probably put 200 or so of those, and I think it took me upwards of like an hour to do that. I couldn't imagine placing like enough decals to do full winter wonderland. I'm gonna just go for the snow fell and it's fading. Can you join what, Elijah? my snowy winter wonderland? I'm actually just in sandbox mode. I'm not playing a franchise. I should play in franchise, admittedly. When I was first playing, I was playing under my hubby's PlayStation profile, and so every time he would get online, it would kick me off. So I got used to playing just sandboxes instead of playing franchise. I keep meaning to bust out the franchise. But I haven't been able to decide what kind of park I actually want to build, so I am the queen of bouncing around between park ideas at the moment. My hubby keeps telling me that I need to stream tomorrow, and that's where I was like, well, I could make a red and green, mildly snowy park. And now here we are, making slightly snowy shenanigans. You think the big wheel has a long queue? I basically make sure that by the time you get to the front, you're on. That's perfect. I don't know why that would be a long queue. Well, I can just live with it. I think I need to do some terrain paint potentially under my fake silly snow. If I do some dry grass, that is not going to be a good idea. Let's go ahead and dial back that intensity. It's much larger than it needs to be as well. Oh, I guess we're already in dry grass mode. What about long grass? Compact soil, which really just feels like really dead grass. Alright, well, I guess we'll stick with dry grass. That's not quite what was here before, actually. What was here before? Moss. I mean, I don't think moss is actually wrong entirely. Well, I made terrible mistakes. I tried to bust out the terrain paint and it failed miserably. Oh well. Alright, we need some benches. Because you always need more benches. A bench right here. I always tend to try and put like real logic on these games, and it's not appropriate necessarily. Like my brain says there should be park benches at these exits because of people waiting for the rest of their party. But the game actually doesn't care about those mechanics at all. Are we being good about trash? Oh, I didn't open my new shops. Silly. The ice cream is actually... I started streaming specifically so that I would keep an eye on how long I was playing. Because when I see I've been streaming for 3 hours, I'm like, oh man, okay, I need to call it. Because otherwise, I'm the same way. I will just spend hours upon hours just playing this game, and then I'm like, oh, it's 2 a.m. Oops. I did that really bad with the first Planet Coaster. I typically, I'm not a night owl. I go to bed pretty early most of the time, and I would stay up till like 2 a.m. just playing in the game, and I was like, oh dear, this is so bad. It's fun. It's nice to get to be like creative and, you know, figure out how the game works and all of the mechanics. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas as well, and I hope to catch you on stream again. Have a great night. Okay. Well, I've got a couple of flat rides. I've got my silly rapids. I wonder how difficult it would be to add the silly decals to my rapids ride. Alright. I think, as silly as it is, I'm gonna grab a flume route. Which flume do I want to do? This is like my favorite flume, specifically because the pricing is insane. That would be kind of fun. It goes over the path and then drops into the pool. And I can absolutely mess with the colors. And that should fit perfectly under a pool. And if I just change yellow to red... Alright, I need to fix that green too. That green is vibrant. I'm super curious if it matters if it lands in a pool or not. Can we just land down there and all is well? Turn the volume up on the game or on my mic, Elijah. I'm assuming the game, but I don't want to mess with it too bad. Or both. I've been struggling with trying to figure out what's an appropriate level so that I'm not destroying everyone's eardrums. I nudged everything up a little bit. Let me know if that volume level is a little better. It's the mic. Okay. Alright. I bumped it up a little bit, so hopefully that's a little better. Figuring out settings is very challenging. That is a vibrant red. I need to figure out this pool stuff. I want to paint the bottom of the pool, and I don't think that's possible. But I want to mess with the pool more. Can I change colors? Okay, perfect. Yes, yes, I know the pool doesn't have enough lifeguard coverage. Oh, there's no changing rooms. Fair enough. I accept this. Alright, we'll do changing rooms first so that people can actually use the pool. I cannot leave that red path. That red path is, jarring. Truthfully, that's what I've realized is the hardest about trying to do this whole Christmas thing. Christmas colors are actually kind of ugly. Their Christmas colors are a little much. Which I didn't really notice until I was like, I'm gonna decorate an entire island or entire park with Christmas colors. And now I'm like, oh man, what was I thinking? Alright, facilities, changing room. Lock in. Perfect. Okay. Now they have a changing room, so hopefully they'll stop complaining. I'm gonna put a dryer as well once I mess with the colors. I'm editing the building, am I not? Ugh. Maybe it's stuck as blue because I didn't change it before. Really? Edit building. Let me grab the changing room. And let me change its coloration. What? That's so silly. It's fine. I'm just gonna leave it. I'll change it later. Not in the mood to mess around with it. Alright, I know I made a Christmas colored drying room. That's a large staff room. That's my entrance. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Alright. Changing rooms and some dryers. And then I think that's still testing. Yeah, it's still testing. Let's see what the bargain price is for this flume. I can't. Here. Guests are willing to pay $50 to ride this flume. Really? That's ridiculous. Why is it $50? Okay. I'm gonna get off of this eye-jarring red. And try like a more sedate red, maybe. That's less terrible. It almost looks like a peppermint. Actually, I'm gonna change this. Because I'm getting peppermint vibes from this, and I can make it more pepperminty if I switch to a white. I usually go gray, because for some reason the white is like eye-jarringly bright. Look at that, it's like a little peppermint. It's a little peppermint candy slide. I have to figure out how to change the color of those stairs. Oh, actually, no. Alright, I will figure that out momentarily. I want to put some cool scenery. And do some chairs. Gonna get some cute green chairs. And then I think sunburns are technically enabled, so each. Doesn't appear I can change. Oh, that didn't do what I thought it would. A little water movement. I won't replace it. What the heck? Okay. We get a little wave pool action going. Try to get a little wave pool action going. Okay. That should help boost it, make it a little better. Add some ladders. It's interesting, you don't actually need the ladders to make them happy, which is, I don't know, what's the point? Oh, they like the diving boards as well. Gonna go with green. Actually, let's go white. We can do a white diving board. lights there. Put a couple over here. Attach. Wonderful. Ooh, I have an idea. I wonder if these decals will stick to the bottom of the pool. Can I put my little snow decals in the bottom of the pool? Of course, I can put them on the top of the pool. That is not on the bottom of the pool. I do not know what the fencing logic is right now. That is so peculiar. That is supposed to have fencing on it, and it doesn't. Well, let's get some shade for our park goers. Let's go with maybe like a nice light red. Nah, we'll use white. White is absolutely an acceptable color to bust out, right? Okay, so we've got that. Ooh, that's fun. Is there a slightly different theme? That's cute. I'm doing well. How are you, Samuel? Trying to build a Christmassy inspired Planet Coaster park. So, we've got lots and lots of red and green. It is very eye-jarring. Trying to put a little bit of fake snow all over with varying degrees of success. I can't decide whether I like it or hate it. So, I'm slowly adding to it, and then we're going to see how I'm feeling about it. I am! Yes, I am playing Planet Coaster 2. So, I saw someone else playing it, and I really wanted to play. I played the original Planet Coaster and had a ton of fun with it. And so I ended up picking up, my hubby picked me up a copy to play earlier this week. I think it's only been a week. It might have been 2 weeks. Ah, yes, the OG Planet Coaster. That was a good. I played so much of the original Planet Coaster. I enjoyed it so much that after buying it on the console, I actually I bought the version on the PC as well. So, but this is on the PlayStation, which causes some limitations with regards to decorations, which is partly why you might be like, what the heck is wrong with her? And it really just has to do with I have to place things slightly tediously. So. The first one's a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it. The Planet Coaster games are just so good. I can never turn down a good park builder. Park builders and simulation games are definitely right up my alley. I played Supermarket Simulator, which was a ton of fun. I actually played it when like it was in the really, really early days, and that's a really good game to play. Alright, I need to figure out... Okay, wait, I have an idea. I want to find the prefab pools. Because in this one, I think it was, there's some pretty cute decorations that they have in here. And if I place it and let it get mad at me, I think it was this one. Yeah, there's like a beach ball and this raft. I am very, very new to this. I only just started streaming about two months ago or so. And I traveled for the holidays, for Thanksgiving in particular, and so I had to stop streaming for a bit. But I appreciate the thought that I should have more subscribers, and I'd love to grow the community over time. It's definitely my goal for 2025 is to try and grow and maybe even try and successfully monetize at some point in 2025 would be pretty cool. I've been playing a bunch of random games. I really enjoy the cozy games and I love the simulators. So I have a tendency, I've been jumping around games a lot lately, but Planet Coaster is a game I have always loved, and I think it's a good opportunity for me to give it a play. I'm only just starting to get into the video creation. I started with the streaming, but I know kind of one of the crucial parts of trying to build a channel is to do the video creation as well. And that's a recent thing that I started to do. I built this, I decorated, I should say. I decorated this Rapids ride, which is the base, just the flat ride. Or the base tract that just comes with the game, the super boring river rider that's just this. I took that and I spent a bunch of time decorating that over the last week, and then I posted a speed build, and it's something that I definitely want to work on over time. So it's just a lot of time and effort, which is really what I learned. And partly is I'm new and I have to figure out like the decorating software or the decorating software. How about the recording software and video editing software? So I kind of had to figure out a lot of that stuff. I spent way more time than I expected actually editing that speed build. So, and a lot of it was user error on my part, for sure. I can't by any means blame anyone other than myself for how long it took. But I'm hoping in the future that it'll be... Oh, well, thanks. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. I switch back and forth between the Switch and the PlayStation, and the confirm button is different for the two games. And so I have this terrible tendency to successfully push the wrong stinking button. Alright. Stay put, Mr. Lolly. You're not a lollipop, you're a popsicle. Thank you. Welcome back, Elijah. take you down a touch. Let me place it so that I stop deleting it, and then I'm gonna fix the colors. Technology. I know how to play video games. Alright, what other shenanigans can I steal from over here? Are you stuck together? Or do I have to move you separately? Okay, we're not gonna move. Oh my gosh, that's adorable! Oh, look at that cute floaty. It's a donut. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Yes, please. I would absolutely use this inner tube. 100%. I would use this inner tube. I appreciate that, Samuel. That's really cool that you surpassed 10k subs. I would love to get to 100. If I get to 100, that would definitely make my 2025 for sure. That would be a really cool little win for 2025 if I get to 100 subs. Why does that color look terrible? Planet Coaster. That is gray, not green. Excuse me. Really? Oh, this donut is gonna make me fight for her. Oh, that's frustrating. They're gonna make me fight to make this donut everything I dreamed that it could be. Look at that. That color is supposed to be red, and it's like orange. Well, if you want to give me a shout out to your followers, Samuel, I'd appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is it orangey? Planet Coaster. I do not consent. What are you even... I hate color theory. Right? Isn't that cute? Except for the colors are doing crazy things. I think it's because of color theory, if I had to guess. Alright, what if I go to real white? No, it's... doesn't... Oh my gosh. That's Halloween donut, not Christmas donut. What is going on? Okay, wait, we're in the green family. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to just go with that as in the green family. Okay, and then can we get this in the red family somewhere? Come on, buddy. Okay, that's not gonna be a good starting color. Let's try maybe you. Don't want Halloween donut, I want Christmas donut. I mean, people try to keep up with the times. That's part of the reason why my hubby convinced me that I should play Planet Coaster 2. Twitch actually has drops enabled. There's some cosmetics that are available if you watch streamers over on Twitch who are playing Planet Coaster 2. And so I think that's probably why people... Ooh, wait, we got to the red. We got to the red family. Hallelujah. But I think that's why a lot of people are playing Planet Coaster 2 instead of the original. Just because, you know, chasing... Especially for me, like, the reason I'm playing Planet Coaster 2 is because the hope is that you know, people who are looking for content on Planet Coaster 2 might find me. And you know, maybe I can get some of those followers. So all right. I at least can feel the Christmassy vibes from this donut. Sounds good. I'm sure you'll make some great Planet Coaster content. Come here, beach ball. You are the next thing I'm gonna Christmasize. Hopefully this one doesn't fight me as hard as the last one did. I don't know if I can handle another struggle like that cutie pie donut. I love her, and she is the bestest. But the struggle was real. Alright. If I just do red... Oh, is today Christmas for you? It's Christmas Eve for me still. It's about 7:30. I'm in the US. So it is 7:30 for me right now on Christmas Eve. Tomorrow will be Christmas for me. But if it's Christmas for you, then I wish you a very Merry Christmas. I hope you do something fun that makes you happy today. Whether that's spending time with family or friends or making Planet Coaster videos. Okay, we're gonna get some lighting added. My plan is I want to kind of decorate this little area and get it to a place where I'm happy with it. I think I'm just gonna copy and paste it a bunch of times. Just to sort of try... Perfect. This belongs right in your face, buddy. There you go. You can have a light sticking through your face for now. What fun things can you do with Planet Coaster? I've been trying to build my own coasters, but I have realized that I'm actually terrible at building coasters, and that's something that I need to figure out. It's already Christmassy. It's already green. Perfect. I don't even have to fix it. I've been mostly just doing builds, truthfully. I haven't really come up with anything, like, great as far as videos go. I am a relatively avid watcher of The Sims, and one of my favorite Sims content creator has a tendency to do a lot of speed builds, and so that's why I was partially inspired to try and do a speed build. Yes, I am confident that with time and practice I can get much better at building coasters. It's just getting the time and making the effort. So I spent a little bit of time off stream actually earlier today. Many guests are thirsty. What, you aren't happy with your options of hot cocoa or soda? Fine. Yes, I love The Sims. The Sims was probably actually one of like the first true PC game. Well, okay, that's a lie. I played Diablo as a child, or as a kid. I played a lot of Diablo. But The Sims was probably one of the games I picked up as an adult. It was my first like intro into simulation games, and I love sim games. The simulators and the park builders are definitely what makes me happy in life. So, but yeah, one of my favorite content creators for The Sims does a lot of speed builds, and I figured I could give speed building a try. And hopefully over time I will get better at the editing aspect, and it won't take me forever like it did this time. But I made a lot of mistakes. What would be my most favorite Planet Coaster ride? My favorite Planet Coaster ride. I really like the appearance of the ride I was actually messing around with earlier. I don't remember whether it's in the original Planet Coaster game or not. I think there's something similar. It is... I think I remember this one existing. It's the standing ride, and I think this is just a reskin. Let's see, do they have a pre-built version of one of these guys? This coaster just gives such fun, like, surfboard aesthetics, but I like this style of coaster. The one where you're, like, standing up almost for the coaster. Those ones are always super cool. The standing ones are the ones where your feet drop out from underneath of you, and you don't have anything under your feet. It makes me think of, in California, there's a Six Flags Magic Mountain, and it's the Riddler ride is one of the ones where you're kind of, like, in the harness, and then your feet drop out from under you and you go like that. That's actually the last, like, big coaster I've been on in a while. And that was a very long time ago. That was pre-COVID days, actually. It's kind of interesting, I feel like. That's gonna be something for our generation. Those of us who are alive now and into adulthood, I think a lot of determiners are gonna be like, oh yeah, that was before COVID. That's just gonna become like a staple, I think, of how we talk. So, but yeah, I would say that that's probably my favorite style of ride, is the ones where you're standing, and whether there's nothing under your feet or there's only a little bit under your feet. Oh, he didn't like the light post through his face? What? I thought that was a very nice touch. I thought it was really appropriate. I just wanted to make sure that he could read his books. Every time. Every time. I need to just place it and change the colors after. And I just need to get in the habit that that's how I do this. Okay. I'm gonna come over here, and we're gonna place the planter. Okay. Now we're gonna edit the planter. Oh, goodness gracious. Actually, I'm gonna go green. I was gonna go red, but I think green's better in this application. And then the go-kart ride. Oh man, I gotta dig up the recesses. I think I played Camp Coaster actually during COVID. I think that is around when the original Planet Coaster 2 came out. I'm trying to remember the go-kart ride. H2O bowl is dirty. Alright, I'm gonna just turn off these things mattering because I'm not in the mood to deal with them right now. So, you guests can do things. Leave pool safety on. Wonder if the go-kart ride is still in here. I feel like it probably is. I'd be surprised if they fully revamped stuff. The first one is absolutely a classic. Well, and there's definitely some improvements that were made. There's some updates to how some of the paths in particular, they tried to make them run a little bit easier. So they did make an effort to kind of to try and make some of those. There's power mechanics now. And so it's similar to if you've ever played the Jurassic World games, where you have to build like power plants and things. Obviously you can turn those off in Sandbox. That's what I just did because I got annoyed. So they've added some of those mechanics to try and I think it'd make the game a little bit more advanced. But there's a lot of still kind of the same original core pieces of the game. No, I turned off the water needs. Please and thank you. Are we really going to complain about the pool? Did everyone get out because the pool's considered dirty? Do I have to fix the pool? I'm so confused. My pool not open. These prices are absolutely bonkers. It is $61 to ride this one water slide. Why? Why is it $61? Legitimately, I think my favorite thing to do while playing this game is to leave the entry prices at 0. Because the insane prices you get out of the individual rides is just absolutely brilliant. Right? Who is gonna pay that much money to go on one single water slide? Apparently the richest of the rich are the only people who attend my parks. Alright, I'm gonna scale them down just a little bit. Alright. I think I'm pretty happy with this overall. Oh, right, I need to, before I start duplicating, I'm gonna fix my silliness. I'm not gonna actually leave that there. The sillier thing is, it's $4.50 to go on the Ferris wheel. Why would this guy? That's true. Well, my argument would be that it depends on where you go. Places like the State Fair, places like the State Fair, you tend to pay, at least with my experiences with state fairs, you pay to get in and then you have to pay to go on the rides as well. Though no one wants to go on this flume for some reason. Did I forget to open it? Oh my gosh. No, it's open. It's supposed to be a bargain price, which means the guests are supposed to play. No one's getting in this pool at all. There's got to be something going on with my pool. I think I broke it with... Alright. Hang on. One moment, please. While I attempt to fix this silliness. I think it's decided since I let it get dirty, no one wants to get in it. Alright, got a water filter. So when it's set to bargain price like that, it's actually supposed to be dynamic pricing, so no one is supposed to decide it's too expensive. It's basically supposed to be within everyone's financial, like, it's supposed to fit with everyone's finances to use it. So there's a weird dynamic with that price. Like, I didn't pick that price, the game picked that price as, like, this is the bargain price that everyone's willing to pay. But no one's in the pool either, which makes me think that I glitched it by turning off the pool cleanliness. Interesting. I am so bad at remembering to open these stupid shops after I put them down. no one is getting the park pass. Yeah, I could mess with the price. There we go. People are starting to go on it again, it looks like. Or one person is. So, but yeah, I can always move the price down. If I can select the stinking slide. So, but it's supposed to be with the bargain prices. They're supposed to, like, that's supposed to be the price that everyone's happy to pay. Yeah, my pools were glitched. There we go. I've got people getting back in the pool again. Maybe I need another changing room. There might be a backup for the changing rooms. The pools are a little finicky, for sure. It's not, I don't think it costs to use the changing rooms, but I can double check that. Oh, it probably still costs to use the bathrooms. A baño. Yeah. That's the one thing I don't actually want to charge for. I don't care about everything else. I'll charge for other stuff. Bathrooms should be free. I don't need people peeing in the pools because they didn't have access to a bathroom. Yeah, we just got a bit of a backlog for the changing rooms. People are getting back in the pool, it looks like. So we'll give that a little bit and see if that picks up. But I think it should. Alright. I was going to grab the shenanigans, and it'll be a little duplicate-y, but that's okay. Literally, that donut inflatable is my new absolute favorite. Okay, I'm gonna group the scenery, and I'm gonna duplicate it. Plus side with regards to making things too samey. Really easy just to move stuff around. So it'll be pretty easy to basically place all this stuff, make sure the pool's got a good rating, and then I can kind of adjust stuff around. I'm surprised that there's a possibility they might have removed something. I mean, I guess I actually wouldn't put it past developers of a game to remove things. That's kind of the crazy thing about, I think, the era that we're in with regards to, like, video games and stuff, is a lot of this, we pay to purchase the content, but then you don't actually get to keep the content, and there's nothing stopping the creators of the games from changing up the rules on us a little bit. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that you want to do this, please. Really, the hardest thing about playing this game on console is all of the rotation and stuff that it does. But you can get a little creative. And so I can do a little nudgy nut. No! Stop it. Don't do that. Alright. Very fun. Playing this game does make me want to go back to the original Planet Coaster a little bit. So, I do generally think that this is I think it's got a lot of what the original game had to offer with just some extra ads. which is a good thing in my opinion. It feels less like a money grab when producers put out like a new game and actually make sure that there's new content, but keeping a lot of the old stuff that everyone loved about the original game. Why do I love that so much? It's the donut. The donut is freaking adorable. Definitely prefer my parasol to the one that they've got over here. Oh no. Did they make this? Oh man. Oh, I gotta steal this. Oh. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Took 8 years to make a second planet coaster. Dang. Okay, where's my pool? There's my pool. Dang, look at all these people in this pool. I think we might be violating some rules. I am a little sad that these inflatable rings can't be in the pool. Oh my gosh, I get to make a Christmas unicorn. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be adorable. Alright. Except for it's gonna fight me the same way the previous thing did. Yes, the ultimate donut floaty stack, but also the unicorn. Hey, I'm female. I'm allowed to love unicorns. We're all allowed to love unicorns. Excuse me? What? There's only a slot 1, 2, 3. That's sad. Alright, unicorn doesn't make the cut. Sorry, unicorn. I can't play with your colors enough to make you Christmassy. Yes, I'm very upset that it doesn't appear that they can use the floaties. And I don't think there's an option to, like, sell them the floaties either. Which is frustrating, for sure. I feel like they should be able to use the floaties. I've never seen someone trying to use it in the pool, so I am definitely making an assumption, but I think it's an assumption with grounds. For sure. Alright. I'm gonna put this guy like right here. Put it down before we try to mess with the colors so we don't delete it again. Alright. We're gonna go white. Not blinding white. Yes, you can't reach the swimming pool because you're not supposed to reach the swimming pool. That's the inspiration swimming pool, please and thank you. Okay, I'm gonna move this guy. Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay, grab this guy. Split you from the scenery because I don't want to deal with that. You. Will it slot? Do I have to do this manually? I have to do this manually. Okay. I can do this. Alright. We're gonna have to make a giant donut stack. Because I need a giant donut stack in my life. That's what I've determined. Gonna do some twisties. Do a little bit of twisties, just so I don't have to do it later. I should, That's true. There is no harm in loving unicorns. I need so many more of these. I am gonna mess with the colors, I promise. I'm not gonna have the same stack of donuts over and over again. Well, the sprinkles are gonna stay the same because the sprinkle struggle was real earlier, and I'm not gonna mess with the struggle. They are what they are, but I can change the frosting. Can get some chocolate donuts with Christmas sprinkles. And we'll do a little rotate on this buddy. Can't have everything too samey. Wonder if I can successfully get green frosting, or if that's gonna just color theory into me being upset again. Alright, we're gonna try it. This is a terrible idea. Be prepared for anger and frustration. What color is that? Game? It's fine. We're just gonna leave it. It's okay. No one's gonna be staring this close at my silly donuts. Just me. Can I get rotation, please? Thank you. Beautiful. Alright, and then we need one more silly donut color. No, I don't need the guest. Okay, I need to slow the I need to slow the speed back down. Alright. And then I mean, we got what was supposed to be brown frosting. Oh, that's giving. What is color theory? Color theory is wrong. No, you can't see it, Samuel. This is not going on the internet. What are you talking about? No one is watching me play video games right now. That would be silly. Y'all haven't decided to spend your Christmas Eve and or Christmas watching me build silly things. I mean, it's very appropriate. I just want to establish we are on theme with Christmas. So. Alright. I want to change the color of this. No, I don't want to deal with that. No, I need to fix the beach ball. What is that? Okay. Why, though? Do I not have enough janitors? It would appear I don't have enough janitors. It's just... Oh, I need more trash cans over here. Ow. People really want to get... I just want to establish, people really want to ride my $58 ride. Look at that. You know, Samuel, you were worried about my pricing. Look at that queue, though. It's like 8 flights of stairs. I think I counted it last time, so they're never going to fill up the whole stairs, but $58, perfectly fine. Oh man, I made money. I made money and unlimited money, so it's fine. I am currently rich. I have unlimited money. It's like unlimited power. Alright. Okay. Do I not have enough janitors? I must not have enough janitors for the number of people I have in this park. Is that enough janitors, game? Oh, I wanted to see if I could change, like, do they have uniforms that I can mess with? Or is that not a thing in this game? I can change their names. Yeah, the sandbox is definitely fun. I definitely have a preference towards the sandbox. The career and the challenge modes can be fun depending on what you want to do. But when you want to just kind of, you know, do your own thing, I would definitely say sandbox mode definitely is, sandbox mode is the trump card if you want to just sort of do your own thing and, you know, challenges be darned. don't want this, and this. Cool. That's not what I meant to delete. Apparently, I edited an existing thing from the developers of the game, and apparently this guy's a little off kilter. Just gotta fix your problems for you, Frontier. The heckity heck. Okay. Well, it is 8 o'clock my time, and I told myself I would only stream till 8 because I do still have to eat dinner tonight. I did want to say thank you to everyone who joined tonight. I had a ton of fun. I do plan on playing tomorrow. I haven't exactly nailed down the time, but I think tomorrow I might start a little earlier. I have to talk with hubby about exactly what time we're going to play. But I do want to continue building out this silly Christmas-themed monstrosity that is this red and green beast. But I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you all coming in and hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and happy holidays to you all. Have a good night.